45 years ago today, much of the world turned its attention to a tragic shooting at Kent State University, which was heard around the world. There had been student demonstrations against a widening war in Southeast Asia. There had been the burning of a building on campus. So the Ohio National Guard was brought in, but bullets were in the air. 4 students were killed at Kent State that May 4th, 1970. Today, as it does every year, Kent State looks back. The images are burned into memory. It was the time fatal gunfire exploded across the campus of Kent State University. May 4th, 1970. The world saw the story of death at Kent State when Ohio National Guardsmen fired a volley of shots at unarmed students protesting the war in Southeast Asia. 45 years later, at Kent State, there is a commemoration. The sister of one of the dead was there today.
She laid her life on the line for the cause of peace and against the wars of America.
Today, where 4 students were killed by Ohio National Guard gunfire, stood students offering silent testimony that the nation not forget the Kent State deaths. The National Guardsmen had been sent to stop protesters. Today, where guardsmen fired into a crowd of students, there was a commemoration.
These people were fighting for what they believed in, and I think that's something that everyone definitely needs to continue to do.
I grieve also for the guardsmen that were there and that were put in that position, and I can't imagine what it would be like to carry that burden for 45 years.
Tragedy at Kent State is told and retold. It was the day the war in Vietnam came to America, marking a turning point in this nation and its stance on the war. Certainly that turning point was marked at Kent when the nation realized Americans had begun shooting at other Americans. It was all over a controversial war in Vietnam that had widened into Cambodia. May 4th, 1970, 45 years ago today, when tragedy struck the Northeast Ohio campus of Kent State.